Hello, ghouls and ghosties, I guess I should say on this channel.
Well, howdy do.
It is currently the 24th, I believe, of May.
Saturday, May 25th.
25th. And we are headed off to a super exciting little situation.
One of my favorite things I'm planning.
So on June 3rd of 2022, the first iteration basically of this video went up, and now we are revisiting the same place. So we are going to a big ol' like antique show. I always call it like a road show, even though I don't know if like antique road show, is that just a TV show? That's probably not like an actual thing.
I hope.
But that's what I picture this as, because it's like right off of a highway and there's a bunch of antiques. So it's an antique road show.
Antique market.
We are going down about, I think it's like 20 to 30 minutes south of our house, down the highway to a big ol' antique show. There are all kinds of vendors, all kinds of antique sellers and stuff like that. And they sell all kinds of stuff. Like there are some people that sell signs, some house decor, there's like sports antique people, there's furniture people, there's like everything. But yeah, we did this the same weekend last year. It happens every Memorial weekend, and then I think it happens like the weekend of the 4th of July, but we always go on Memorial weekend.
Weekend number one. Day number one.
Yes.
Absolutely.
This year it's day one. I think last year we maybe went on Sunday, so today we got like the first pick of everything, because this is also the first one of the year. Though there are 3 weekends, this is the first weekend. So we're super excited. We're gonna take you guys with and kind of do it in like voiceover vlog style. It's just gonna be me filming, but of course like you'll see Ryan in it.
I'll be
probably
there.
More than me.
I'll be there to
I'll be filming
entertain.
it. When you go to antique places, we always talk about this. It's like hard to have goals, and if you have goals, they have to be very like vague.
General.
You can't
think
have
categories. Think styles.
Yeah, you can't really be specific. So of course you guys know Ryan and I are huge mid-century modern people. We love the 70s type decor. We also love atomic decor, so like 60s and late 50s type stuff. A lot of like art deco-y stuff can kind of like speak to us here and there. We do like
quirky
colored
finds.
glass. Like I always like red and black glass, and when we find like pink and stuff like that, that's nice. We like onyx type stuff.
Love.
Of course I'm looking for vintage and antique Halloween, duh. So hopefully I can find some of that. We also are downstairs. I'm sure we've said it before, but our downstairs is themed like antique vintage, just Minnesota. Not necessarily like cabin. It's more specific Minnesota.
State ephemera.
Yeah, we like the maps. We like kind of like big Minneapolis pictures. We like the loon stuff, all that type of stuff. Very stereotypical Minnesota stuff. What about you?
I love a weird sculpture. I love an interesting art piece. I love anything that's like really quirky.
Yeah,
We have that's a little weird.
We have a bar downstairs, so when we find kind of those like beer like pulls from breweries or like bars, those are always really fun. Yeah, I don't know. We don't have anything super specific this time, except you said you wanted a curtain hook.
I would love to find a pair of vintage curtain hooks for the living room.
That you like tuck a curtain, like kind of the hook that you tuck it in on the side of the window.
It'd be a joy.
So that's, I guess, kind of our goals. Again, you kind of go and you get surprised with what you see. You can't have a specific list. So that's what we're kind of looking for.
Vintage pottery, a piece of Potosi. It's this really chunky, beautiful Italian pottery. I want one very bad.
But otherwise, this is it's the Memorial weekend is kind of the kickoff of summer, but it's also kind of the kickoff or like reactivation of the second channel. Yes, so it's a slow start, but this is gonna start off like becoming active again on this channel more and more. So for those that are the ghouls and ghosties in the audience right now, I'm speaking to you. I do have a 2024 edition of a shopping guide that I'm going to be filming this next week, and I think it's going to be going up 2 Fridays from when you're seeing this. So it's like the 2nd or 3rd Friday of June. I don't exactly remember, but I'm super freaking pumped about that. It's probably going to be super long and rambly like last year. But then of course after that, it's kicking off all the ooky spooky kooky fun very soon. Anyways, today is not about the ooky spooky. I will show it if I see it, but that's not solely what it's about. So we are gonna go grab my Starbucks that's waiting for me at Starbucks, and then we are going to head to the antique road show.
I can't wait.
It was totally packed, but of course we were here on the first day, so I wasn't very surprised. It looked like it was going to be packed with vendors as well, and that I'm pretty excited about. There were a bunch of things at the first booth right when you walk in that were already catching both of our attention. This Western chair was really cool, and this strange but true sign was really awesome, but of course really high priced. I feel like I'm shopping for my job. I found a pair of Moschino sunglasses. I'm very surprised to see these here. They're quite Y2K. Who doesn't love a good Gumby? Well, our first purchase has occurred, and it is this set of marble onyx napkin rings. They are gorgeous, and the vendor actually said they were originally her mom's back in the day. Pabst beer is the most important thing to ensure your future. Alright, I have never seen atomic weights. This is so cool. I love these. They had marked them really high, and I understand why, because they're really cool. The intricacy of the design to this little container was amazing, and it was underwater themed. This was a really cool atomic looking clock. It almost looks like it's from a boat. This kind of blew my mind. How is the spaghetti floating? The designs and art styles of antique and vintage pieces like this just blow my mind. They're so pretty and so intricate. I love them. There were a few of the dwarves from Snow White, not in the best shape. Gotta love the vintage school cafeteria trays. I love these prowling panther figures. There's a lot of these at antique places. Ryan and I keep debating getting one, but we just have to find the perfect one at a good price. I'm a sucker for sun and moon graphic things, so this Coke glass really caught my attention. First spooky sighting of the day was this jack-o'-lantern kind of cauldron. Not really sure what it was supposed to be used for, and I'm not really sure if it's vintage or antique, so I did not get this. These are the coolest TV trays. We got some TV trays last year at this place. I don't know why I'm always such a sucker for the TV trays. I also love the little glass figurines, especially the ones that they put fish in. So cool, and there's actually quite a lot of those at this place. My dad had and has this exact Halloween mask from when he was a kid, and he used to use it to scare the living crap out of me and my brother, so this kind of terrifies me. Always looking for some of these from beers that we like. This was really cool because this one was a spray paint can, but this booth had these priced really high, so we didn't even really consider getting any of them. good shepherd wants iwi. I don't know. I didn't know what an iwi was, so I thought that was so funny, but I have looked it up. An iwi, or however you would say it, is apparently an adult female sheep, but we did get that pin just because iwi is such a funny word. We also found this Braniff pin, which Ryan's grandmother used to be a flight attendant for Braniff, and they are defunct now, so he had to get that for his dad for Father's Day. We had at least been here for half an hour already, but this is how much is still left. There are 3 full buildings and multiple other aisles. I love how huge this place is. This person was a maker more than a collector, and they made metal pieces for your garden or yard. Look at how hilarious this FedEx truck is. Ryan lives on Diet Coke, and he loves hand-shaped things, so this seemed pretty perfect for him. This was pretty cool. I don't know what it was, but it was kind of like a sarcastic, snarky little devil figure thing. It was $40, so there's no way I was getting it, but I thought it was cool. Oh my gosh. Look at the baby! Always on the hunt for onyx pieces, and we found this die, and it is actually a pen holder. It was also priced at only $3, so it's a must get. I found Dolly Parton at the Antique Traders Market. An awesome giant wine dispenser. I would just fill this with all the box wines, and everyone would think that I got fine wine in this barrel. A barrel of canes, and of course a wooden sword for some reason. Time to enter our first building of vendors. This was kind of giving me spooky vibes. I'm not sure what that book is, but it had Dracula in front. These are cannonballs. I thought they were shot puts. I don't think I've ever seen or touched a cannonball in real life. Look at what I see. This was a really funky Christmas tree. I've seen the silver tinsel Christmas trees, but never one that's this like giant pipe cleaner material. This booth may have been the craziest of them all. He had really rare, insane antique and vintage pieces like store displays. That cat was moving and bending the shoe to display how bendable the shoes are. There was also this other store display that you weren't allowed to touch that had a watch going up and down. I don't know where this guy got this stuff, but he is good at what he does. He had these funky, squiggly women. He had this gorgeous glass piece in this wonderful blue glass. He had this tiny little mid-century modern chair that was so adorable. He also had this giant onyx clock. I wanted it so bad. Look at how cute the little Snoopies are. Unfortunately, this one was broken. One of the flowers was broken off, but it's so cute. Oh my gosh, it's Ryan's favorite animal. A
They
koala.
are a burden on modern society. They serve no purpose.
I was obsessed with these Anoka Halloween Capital vintage pins. I actually have the cat one, but this person had them priced so high that I had to pass. I love the color of this blue owl. It was just gorgeous. It was very Tiffany blue. This oil canister was so mid-century modern. It looked like it was like running or something with it being at such an angle. I love it. I believe these were Star Trek, but these were the coolest plate and cup set. We finally made it over to the booth that I had seen from the back with some spooky pieces. Unfortunately, none of it was really anything that I wanted. I've actually seen quite a few of these before, or actually have them, so I passed, but I love seeing it. A tub of Furbies. Oh my gosh, this makes me feel old. I still have my original Furby. Chilly Willy and Chilly Millie always show up somewhere in an antique show. This clock was really awesome. I've never seen a knit clock before, but now I have, and once again we had some fish in a glass. So cool. On to the next building, and I don't think these are sorted in any way, so it's all just kind of randomly spread all over, which, again, love. If I learned to water ski, I would only want to use the Budweiser water skis. But the wasp's nest gave me the ick. As a man thinketh, what is the man thinkething about? Another spooky sighting, but these are actually pretty easy to find on eBay, and they were priced a lot more here than they are on eBay. I'm a sucker for a fondue kettle, and this one was really cute. This was some kind of antique Frankenstein monster figure. This was like 1 trillion years old, and it was priced very high. This booth had quite a few blow molds. They were all kind of the same thing and not super special or rare ones. I'm surprised at these shows that I don't see more blow molds than these. How adorable is this giant bulldog painting? And I love this frog who must be a doorstop or like a bookend. There was this cute wooden pug as well. I don't know what you put in his tail, like an umbrella or something? And I think we found the world's biggest vase. This thing was huge, and apparently it was for olive oil, which, that's a lot of olive oil. This booth was really cool, and the way that they laid it out was awesome. If they ran some kind of contest or competition of who has the best booth layout, I think that this one would win. It was so cool. I love the design and the color to this countertop fridge, really cool. They also have all kinds of food trucks at this place, which is great. We will probably be getting food here, but not yet. We kind of want to finish shopping before we eat. Another thing I'm a sucker for, playing card graphics. Another small spooky sighting, a couple trick-or-treat bags. I actually have all these, and those are pretty common to find too. And another spooky sighting. This one I actually am gonna buy. This is a noisemaker. These go for much more than $35, and I'm even gonna offer $30. This glass piece with cotton or something in it was so cool, and once again we have Chili and Millie. Yet another glass aquarium piece. I'm kind of a sucker for the owl stuff too. This shaker was really cool, but this owl was what was really catching my attention. This black kind of marble pattern bowl was really cool. Another metal crafter. This was such a cool giant dinosaur. I didn't see a price on it, but all their stuff was decently priced for what size it was. I don't think we have room for any of this, but I did really appreciate them. The Wizard of Oz Scarecrow was kind of making me uncomfortable. Dorothy was also a little scary. Ryan thought that these vegetables with faces were kind of funny, and I thought that they were terrifying. I thought this wooden penguin lamp was really unique. I've never seen something like this, and of course, I feel like that's an ashtray in front of him. Alright, finally lunchtime, and then we're gonna head home and show you guys what we actually picked up. Alrighty, so time for a little haul of what we got. Did you have fun?
I had a great time. I had a wonderful time.
Yeah, that was a blast.
Many new treasures.
So I don't know if we got a ton of footage, but you can tell that all these like wood things are from the same guy, and I was so happy he was there. If you did watch last year's, we bought a bunch of stuff from him last year.
This thing last one down that hangs over our little entryway thing came from him, and then I have a bigger one of the cat benches.
Yes.
In our guest bedroom.
Well, and you guys know of the moon too. So I did buy another moon. This was like the last one he had of the kind of witchy looking moon. So I don't exactly know right now where it's gonna go, but I just wanted to get it. They're so cheap there. This was like $10, and it's like a hand-painted Indonesian hand-carved wood moon, so I love it. Ryan grabbed this Minnesota flag. It's really cute. That art is very like vintage, I feel like, if you hear noises.
You are so slobbery today. You are so slobbery.
We also got this frog from the woodworker. Well, I mean, he at least sells the wood. I don't know if he makes it. But he gave this to us for free because we bought like 4 things from him, and I told him that he was our favorite booth. So freaking cute. And our downstairs, like we said, is kind of like Minnesotan and stuff, so a fishing frog is absolutely perfect. We bought this mid-century modern toucan art. Super cute. I love his little feet details. I like the eye too. This was from that same booth as the toucan. It is a loon wooden like floral vase, so all the flowers are wood too. As you can see, this one is like a little broken, but that's fine. And then there's cattails, which I really like as well. But this vase part is supposed to look like a loon, which I do see it. It's pretty funky. Then from, of course, the wood guy, we got this rooster. He was only $10, so I feel like I had to. We don't have like a rooster room or anything, but He's just so
Our
cool.
kitchen is not a farm.
No, we do not have barn kitchen. It might just go in our guest room because we have a couple other of the pieces from that guy. We'll see. Then I got this pin from a booth. This is probably, I would assume, what, like 90s? It says made in Hong Kong. But it's like a light up skull pin that I'll probably put on my small coffin shelf. These pins were $3 for $1, so that's why we got 3. This is the one we really wanted because Ryan's grandma was a flight attendant. For Braniff back when it existed. And so then we picked up these because it was $3 for $1. So this is like a vintage Thanksgiving one that I guess we'll just put out around Thanksgiving. And then this one just because it's funny. I don't understand what iwi. I don't know what that means. We also got this like dice, marble, granite, whatever kind of, it's a pen holder, I believe, Ryan said. Mm-hmm. It was like $3. Yeah. It's kind of crazy. This is amazing. This is a Frog Budweiser 1996 magnet, which will go perfectly on our bar downstairs. They're like riveting Budweiser. This, I think we threw on for $5 with a different purchase we're making. I think it was with this. Ryan wanted this, so.
It's beautiful.
I don't know what to say about
Mexican
it.
pottery.
Yeah, it is pretty. You guys saw this, of course, too. This was the first thing we bought. It was like right at the first booth. These beautiful marble napkin holders. Jadeite, whatever.
Onyx.
Oh, I think all of these words maybe are like.
I love these.
Yeah, the case is beautiful. The lady that sold this, actually, she said that they were like hers that she got from her mom.
Yeah,
so
they were her mom's.
they're really old and they're so pretty.
They are beautiful.
And then to go in our upstairs bathroom, there was this shell, little jade onyx container. We have a lot of this stone in the bathroom. I, of course, had to get the Halloween noisemaker. It is the wooden handle ones, which means it's older. And it is from, the sticker might be on the brand. It just says made in the USA right there. But this is a really old one. And $30 for one of these is a really good deal. We offered 30 and he took it, so. And then we got this prowling panther in green. It is chipped, so we were able to offer him 15, and he took it. These are so mid-century, these like panthers, and lately we've been seeing a bunch of them and kind of wanting one of the black ones, but the green is just so cool. So we also got the frog from the wood guy. He's just gonna sit in our new kind of like kitchen cabinet. He's so cute, and he's very like folk art. And then Ryan bought the mini bench to accompany our large bench as like a plant holder, possibly.
Yeah, this one has a tail. She's got a little tail.
And then last but not least, we apparently got a steal on this. We got this Dodd Boulevard street sign. It's a big one. Like, here's my hand. This is probably one that was on like street lights and like an intersection. We live very close to Dodd Boulevard. It's like this really, really busy kind of, it runs through a bunch of cities in Minnesota, but we live very close to it. So that's really cool to have that. We're going to put it downstairs. But otherwise, you're sitting on the bench right now.
This has been a joy.
This was so fun. We will absolutely be doing this again next year because this is one of our favorite things to go to each year. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let us know if you saw anything in any of the clips that like you would have picked up. And also let us know what your favorite couple things were that we grabbed. Otherwise, I will see the ghouls and the ghosties in just a few weeks. So, goodbye.